Is for the city of Newport News. Why are you running? What is your vision? What would you like the city to do or not do? What would you like to accomplish as a member of city council? So we'll start here and then we'll work down.
Well, good evening and thank you for coming out. We want to thank the Watson Center for hosting this tonight. My name is Greg Roth. I'm running for the Central District seat. Just a brief summary of what my life is all about here in Newport News. I've been a resident for 21 years here in the Central District. I'm the general manager of a radio station out of Yorktown. Been doing that for 21 years as well. I'm also the chief engineer, which, what does that mean? Well, it means I can solve complex issues. But my vision for the city, there's a few things that I'm looking at, and one of them is the budget. I've made a lot of money from my boss who owns the radio station. I'm a real savvy businessman. I've been looking at the budget, the proposed budget that the city's put forward. And I think we can make some changes with that. I think there's some expenses, there's some expenditures that I would look at differently than what's being looked at right now. Crime is a definite issue as well. I've heard it said that crime is not an issue, it's a symptom. I'd want to get to the core symptoms of what was causing the rising crime in the city. Riverview Park, of course, that's a big issue for many of us. I want to keep it green. No residential development in the city farm or the Riverview Park area. And the environment, that's also important to me. I'm really into recycling, and I think that we should have recycling bins next to the trash receptacles, not only in the public arena, but also in the private arena. And I know the stop sign's just about ready to come up. There it is right there. So thank you, Greg Roth, Central District seat.
90 seconds, please.
First of all, thank you all for coming out. My name's David Reed. I'm also running for Central District seat here of City Council. For me, you know, I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher here in Newport News for over 19 years. I love this city. I've been a resident of Hilton for almost 18 years. I enjoy what this city has to offer. And for me, the vision that I have is really kind of improving and kind of working with the education system here in Newport News. 6 months ago, if I had thought of myself running for this, my wife would have thought I was crazy. I decided to do this a few months ago because I've seen this disconnect between the way the current city council and the current school board has been acting, and we need to work on that. And what I want to do is actually be that bridge and that consensus builder. And as far as the vision of the city, I feel like it starts all with education. You know, if we can improve the schools, improve the education of the school system, that'll bring businesses in the community, that'll actually kind of help with the crime rate, that'll help with actually bringing in better families coming in, improving the living conditions of all the families here in Newport News. You know, I want to bring this community as a whole together. I'm running for Central District, but I'm running for the entire city of Newport News. North, South, and Central, we all need to come together as one city. It's been a mantra of the city for a few years now, but we need to actually mean it now, and that's what I want to focus on. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me just note that there's a bottle of water there, but if you need more, there on each side of that banner, there's another couple of bottles. So feel free to pick one up if you need it. All right, Mr. Jenkins.
Hi, my name is Dave Jenkins, and I'm a former Army officer. In the Army, I learned leadership and management and how to work budgets and get things done. Since leaving the Army, I found that experience helped me immensely in business, and I think it'll give me the skills I need to be effective for the citizens of Newport News. My vision for the city includes several things. First of all, I believe that Riverview Farm Park should remain a park for the people because it's a symbol of our future and our commitment to green spaces in our city. I've been endorsed by the Sierra Club, and I believe I can make the park space there green for the future generations of Newport News. I also believe that we need great schools. I'm supported by the Newport News Education Association, endorsed by them. I believe that our teachers deserve to earn a fair wage. I supported the raises last year for Newport News teachers. And I believe that our schools need to be recognized for the greatness that they have and the greatness that they have the potential to become. I believe that we need a stronger economy here in Newport News with great jobs, and we need to market our city more effectively and develop small business. And I believe that we all need safe neighborhoods with the police and communities working together. And I think that that will go a long way toward making our city great. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Penny. I've lived here in the city of Newport News in the Central District for 34 years. I've raised both my children here in the school system, and it's wonderful. I've worked for the Newport News Circuit Court. I'm the chief deputy clerk there for 44 years now. And my husband retired from the Newport News Police Department after 28 years and is currently serving as the Director of Law Enforcement with the Department of Motor Vehicles. What I believe in is keeping City Farm green all the way to the waterfront. I'd like to see it opened up as a beach to all of our citizens here that we can all enjoy and prosper on, as far as taking our children, our grandchildren, enjoying our days. We only have 5% green space left in the city of Newport News. And the national standards state that that you should have, for 1,000 residents, you should have 10 acres of parkland for each 1,000 residents. And we are very, very short of green space. We are 95% built on in the city. So I would like no construction whatsoever of any homes back there and keep it as green space, as well as public safety and education are also on my platform as well. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is LaTanya Biz Wallace. I'm running for City Council in the Newport News South District. I've lived in Newport News for over 20 years. I'm a wife, a mother. I'm an entrepreneur, a community activist, organizer, and I desired to run because tragedy led me into community engagement in the first place. I lost my fiance in 2003 to gun violence. During that time, I wanted to create solutions that would prevent another young man or young woman from committing a crime and prevent another family from having to deal with the tragedy of a loss. So I began working in the community, connecting with other groups, and using the spirit of collaboration to bring solutions to my community and the district. I sit at the table with the Choice Neighborhood Initiative, which is a $500,000 grant set in place to help improve the revitalization efforts in the South District. And with that improvement, it's going to bring in mixed income housing, affordable housing, and also revitalize the district so it can be more attractive to new businesses. My platform is environmental resiliency. I would love to keep, and I will work to keep Riverview Farm Park and the City Farm designation as parkland. I will also work to open up King Lincoln Park Beach so the community can have more access. Education is also key. I will fully fund the Newport News School District, as well as make sure that the teachers get the compensation they need.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wallace.
Hi, I'm Sandra Cherian. Please forgive my frog in my throat, but the pollen has me. But I was born and raised in downtown Newport News, and I'm a graduate of, I'm in the last sophomore class of Huntington High School, and a graduate of Ferguson High School in 1973. And the question was, what is your vision for Newport News? One of the things that I think is really important that we have to understand that we have to change the mindset of all residents in the city, all organizations, all businesses, and to understand that being one city, we cannot separate the South District from the Central nor the North. We are truly one city. And until we look at what we can do to improve everything in every district of the city will not prosper as it could be. But I'm looking for equitable economic development for small businesses throughout the city. I'm looking for diverse housing opportunities and neighborhood stability, and to maintain and increase our green spaces. I'm looking to help make a health and safe community by improving the blight and decreasing the violence that we see. And I also want to see a greater promotion of our tourism industry, which brings in a lot of dollars, so that we can invest in our parks and our tourism sites. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Wallace. Mrs. Scott, or Ms.
Yes.
Scott?
I am Councilwoman Sharon P. Scott from the North District of Newport News. I have been on the council for 16 years, so I bring 16 years of proven leadership going forward in the next 4 years. There have been so many initiatives we have been able to do collectively as council, but going forward, I'm just going to highlight a few because I know this 2 minutes is going to go by, 90 minutes go by quickly. But I am a proponent of having workforce development in all 3 districts, because right now our workforce development center is in Hampton, and it's impossible for people to take a bus for a couple of hours to get to a workforce development center. We are working on one in the south as well. I am a proponent of small business development, and we have started an initiative through economic development to help entrepreneurs get started. And last night, there was a great seminar that shows people how to get started, tell them how to get funding for that, and we need to expand on that. I have supported initiatives to help put people back to work. And we have to find a way to stop crime, and the way to stop crime is to support the initiatives that change the mindsets of the people who committed the crime. So I look forward to expanding on those initiatives and revitalizing and rebranding the North District of Newport News. We are about to undergo a study that will tell us the type of things that we can do to make Denby look a little more attractive than it does today. We have been able to stabilize, but we have not gotten a lot of improvements. And in 2020, we are slated to break ground for the Denby Community Center. So I look forward to sharing more with you.
Thank you, Ms. Scott. Mr. Bethany.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Curtis Bethany III. I'm your candidate for the North District seat on City Council. I already have the privilege of serving as your Vice Chair for the Newport News Human Rights Commission and also as a board member for the Newport News Department of Human Services. I graduated from Woodside High School, class of 2009, and I am currently running to add a fresh, younger perspective into the mix. I'm 26 years old, and I think vision-wise for the city, I'm tired, or I don't want to see Newport News continue to be a pass-through city. And what I mean by pass-through city is, normally folks come to Newport News or what have you, or they don't come to Newport News, I'm sorry, because there is nothing attracting younger people, there's nothing attractive in general that I would say, especially coming from the millennial generation. I want to be able to do something that we can retain citizens, because I think that's a big issue. Going on 30 seconds. So I built a platform around public safety and rebuilding broken communities, continuing to build a strong education system, rebranding Newport News, and building collaborative relationships. And I look forward to elaborating on that as we continue with this forum. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Reason.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Angela F. Reason, your candidate for Newport News City Council in the Central District. I am a lifelong resident of Newport News. I attended all Newport News public schools. I am a graduate of Liberty University with a degree in psychology, emphasis in Christian counseling. I worked at NASA Langley Research Center for nearly a decade as a financial analyst and an administrative manager. So I want to bring that experience to the council to use my budget experience here. I believe in transparency. I believe in inclusion. I want to bring that to the city of Newport News. I am a wife and a mother of 3. I am also a co-business owner of a logistics company based right here in Newport News. As such, I want to offer support to small local businesses here in Newport News. In addition, I want to work on fully funding our school system and our city positions. In addition to that, I am a youth mentor for AAU track and field in Newport News, and I offer financial and marital counseling for citizens in Newport News. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about the best use of tax dollars if given the opportunity, as well as working on preserving green space. Part of that is also going to be Riverview Farm Park, which is located here in the Central District. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.